Yep. Cheers.
What you drinking tonight?
Red wine. My name is Sammy Brielle. Welcome to my podcast. I'm currently with my best friend Bree Wilbert. It's Valentine's Day. We're celebrating with each other because we're both very single. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. Who you celebrating with?
My best friend.
Aww.
I'm gonna set the timer. We're gonna do 30-second introductions. Hi, I'm Sammy Brielle. I'm from New Jersey, but I live in Los Angeles, California. I'm a communications major and entrepreneurship minor here at UCLA. Bree Wilburn was my roommate freshman year of college, and now I'm a senior and I still live in a bunk bed, and it's because rent is really expensive here. I love cats and I love reading books. I like to do yoga and I like to do Pilates. I'm on a dance team here at UCLA. I've been dancing since I was 2 years old. I also write music for fun, and I really enjoy making TikTok videos where I interview people on the street. I enjoy wine. I enjoy Italy. Oh, io parlo un po' italiano, ma non molto bene lo parlo. And I have 5 seconds left and I don't know what to say, so I'm going to just smile.
Jeez, like Brie.
Okay, you ready for your 30-second intro?
Okay, hey guys, my name is Brie. I don't talk as fast as Sammy. I'm actually from Maryland, not New Jersey. Can you tell? Long story short, I was raised in a mixed household, Indian American, and it taught me a lot about choosing what I want out of life. When I was deciding between NYU and UCLA, honestly, it came down to weather, but I think there was some subconscious play as like this was going to lead to other things. So I came to UCLA, and since then I've been a lead in a movie, walked New York Fashion Weeks. I've started a tech company, things I'm really proud of.
That was an incredible intro.
I'm not good on my feet. Like, I'm not a bullshitter.
Well, it's a good thing we're sitting down.
Okay.
So why do you think you're alone this Valentine's Day?
Because I chose to be. And I think deep down you did too. And sometimes you don't acknowledge the fact that you chose this.
Yeah. I go through phases where I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm single. And then it's like a guy's interested in me and I'm like, wow, I can't believe people deal with people. How do you tolerate... She's been in how many relationships that have been over a year long? 3?
Well, it wasn't over a year long, so 2. 3 like serious
code names. Because we're gonna bring up recurring characters, I feel like.
Okay, Pakistan. Right? That like...
That's a great code name. Pakistan wasn't 2 years.
No, it was like 4 months.
4 months? Jeez, it felt like forever.
I know, maybe like 6 months if you include the talking stage.
How many people do you think you've kissed?
Less than I have slept with.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I think kissing's a lot more intimate. I think your mouth is a lot closer to your face. And for me personally, I was...
You think your mouth is a lot closer?
Like, okay.
I think my mouth is a lot closer to my face than my ass is, but...
Okay, you're right. My point being is, like, whatever goes down there, it's, like, so disconnected from my mind or whatever. And I also think that it was just not necessarily normalized, but I think the idea of sex was something completely different than the idea of me wanting to, like, share space and lock dental hygiene with somebody.
Dental hygiene, that's a big thing.
I mean, I come from a family of all dentists.
Yeah.
All dentists. Because I didn't want to be doctors.
Yeah.
Shout out to my Indians! My point being is that my mom used to, like, check me, like, all the time. And have you ever heard of an ulet?
What's that?
I'm sure you haven't.
I'm sure you haven't.
Like the tongue scraper.
Oh, yeah, no, you got me on my first tongue scraper.
Life-changing for starters.
Life-changing. Get yourself a tongue scraper.
90% of bacteria is on your tongue.
I know, you've told me like 18 times.
Okay, I'm just saying. Anyways, you get where I was going with that. How about you? How many people? You've probably kissed a shitload.
I have a list of everyone I've ever kissed. Because I'm, like, terrified of, like, getting sick, and I like to be able to pin back. But I don't kiss that many people. I mean, I've definitely not slept
When
with
have you ever utilized that list to pin back who got you sick?
once.
Okay.
I got the flu. But, like, I knew right away because, like, I'd kissed the guy, like, a week before.
And you knew that he had the flu then?
Dude, no, I call him, and I'm like, I want you to know. Like, I worked up all my courage. I'm like, because this is a friend, right? Like, I only kiss my friends. It's very strange. So, I call him, and
I only
I'm like...
date my friends.
Yeah.
You're saying go.
Do you want a date?
Huh?
I'll take you out.
Sammy, you've asked. No, I'm just kidding. Do you think it's over 50?
People have kissed? No.
You know for sure it's not.
Yeah. It's not over 50.
Oh.
I mean, I haven't counted, but, like, it's definitely not over 50.
Why wouldn't you just count the list if you're keeping a list?
You know why? I totally should have done the list by, like, 1, 2, 3, 4. But it's just bullet points.
Oh, well, I don't know the people I kissed when I was blacked out.
That doesn't count.
Okay, great. Then it's definitely less than 10. We're seniors in college, by the way.
We're seniors in college. We're both 21 years old. Want to hear a crazy thing that I heard recently?
Yeah.
I was in Miami with a friend who's 2 years younger than me. And she was like, I want to go downstairs and I want to have a diffmo. I'm like,
what's a dismo? Diffmo.
A diffmo. Dance
that
floor.
sounds like Duff.
Dance floor makeout. I felt so old because she's a sophomore in college, and I was like, "Is this like a thing that sophomores know about?" And she was like, "Yeah, like every sophomore has diffmos." And I'm like, "Fuck,
That's crazy.
a diffmo, a dance floor makeout."
I've never had a diffmo.
You've never had a diffmo? You want to dance and make out? Cause
Not when I can remember.
then you never had one.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's like if you're blacked out and you kiss someone, it doesn't count. It's like if you go on vacation and you eat.
I'm bringing the dance. You bring the makeout. There's not that much to grab, but I like your effort. It's what we call flatbread. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. We keep saying that in the most depressing vocal tone ever.
I mean, I could break down in tears, like, instantly. Like, if I got 2 seconds, I could break down in tears.
She's going through a breakup. 2 days old.
Yeah.
2-year-old relationship, 2-day-old breakup.
Longer
You're
than 2 years, if you really ask me.
You're holding it together really well.
But also, I'm just not that, like... Last time I came over here and I was, like, going through a breakup, that was, like, right away, you know? And I'm not normally a really, like, emotional person. It's really hard for me to, like, I don't know, feel close enough to somebody to, like, bother them in that way. Because I know it's hard to support somebody. Like, I know that, you know? And I wouldn't put that on somebody, period. But if you're really close to me, then if I'm going through something, I hope that I could just go through it with you, whether you give me support or not. Either way, the company is, like, invaluable. Mm. Yeah.
What would you say is the best method of support that you could ask for? Like, how do you like being supported?
Mandatory busyness. Mm-hmm. Not really tasks as much as, like, distraction. And it sounds cliche, but the reality of the situation is starting a life on your own when you've entwined it with somebody means like starting a whole new life. And that is really hard when you feel like the person that you went to talk about things, to hang out with, to update, to love, to like give everything that you give into this world was to this one person, and now you have to give it somewhere else. You feel really lost because you don't have anywhere to give it to, and you also have nowhere to receive it from. So by keeping somebody busy, it feels like they have something, not only something to do, but also like the world and output is giving something back to them.
Right. What do you think is the next thing for you?
I don't think I'm at the point where I can say new stages. I also don't think it's healthy because then I will just always expect something and live like chasing it and like honestly live down, self-criticize and go down this dark.
Right, of course, which you can't do.
Right. So I think the next thing for me is literally taking it day by day. Again, another cliche. Mm-hmm. But with that, throwing myself into work and finding time alone and what I occupy it with. It sounds easy. It's a lot harder to do. Because normally, like, I would fill my time up with the person I love most, you know, because why wouldn't I, you know? And I'm always thinking about two person's feelings, two people's agendas for today, you know what I mean? So to be just blank and not fill it up with weed is like hard. It's like, what the fuck do I do? And I find myself working. I find myself filming. I find myself napping. Yeah. Yeah. Anything to do. How about you? If you were to go through a breakup, Sammy, do you think that you would be the person doing the breakup or doing the person receiving it?
Is it weird to say? So I've never had a relationship, for context. I've been single for 21 full years. I've gotten to the talking stage with maybe like 2 people. But it's never been to a point where even I was like, I see a parent future with them, right? I don't know why I feel this way about myself, but I feel like the first person I date is the person I'm going to marry. And I don't think it's going to be for a very long time. We're getting off the topic of Valentine's Day. Best Valentine's Day you've ever spent. Because I'll tell you the worst Valentine's Day I ever spent. The worst Valentine's Day of my life. It's also pretty fun, I'm not going to lie. Worst Valentine's Day of my life. I'm going to take you back to 2021. I was 18 years old. And I go to Vegas. So there was this thing called the Wish House here in LA. It was like a content house, but it was also owned by Wish, like the Wish app. And they would all throw these parties in Vegas for I don't even know what reason. And I don't know how they let 18-year-old me in, but they did. And they loved me going. So once upon a time, I was dating a rapper. Casually. I say dating very casually. Very, very casually. So we go on this bus to Vegas. And I have my legs over him, and we're like talking together, and we're staying together the whole ride. I buy him a Subway sandwich on the ride there. Look at me, like
$5 foot long, but he didn't even have 5 inches.
I never got that far with him.
Okay.
I never get that far with anyone. I'm very, you know. I'm on this like 6-hour road trip with this rapper and like a bunch of other people. We get to Vegas, and then we're getting ready for the party. It's a lingerie party. I'm newly 18 years old.
I remember seeing all the stuff about this and being like, damn.
I'm changing it to a lingerie outfit. This is my first Valentine's Day, like, doing a lingerie party.
You wore the black one, right?
I wore the all black.
I
and the
remember.
robe was yours, because I borrowed your robe.
I remember you borrowing my robe.
So I'm wearing this fucking skimpy ass shit from Amazon, right? And I go to this lingerie party, and I just remember thinking to myself, I'm like, you know, I want this validation from this rapper I'm talking to. And I'm like, I want him to, like, tell me I look pretty. Like, that's it for Valentine's Day. Like, we're not dating, we're not official, we're not boyfriend, girlfriend.
Expectations,
which I know have been plaguing me, and I'm getting better with it. But I'm, like, thinking he'll call me pretty, he'll be like, oh, you look nice. So I get to this event, I go to this party at this mansion, and there's, like, girls that are, like, naked, and I mean, I'm half naked, too. But there are girls that are, like, really half naked. There's this sex dungeon in this mansion, right? There's a mansion, and then there's, like, this own little house. Like, you know where there'd be a guest house? There's a guest house. Yeah, don't look so sad. I know you wish you could have been there. So... So there's this, like, sex little dungeon thing. And the whole night, I, like, don't see my guy, my rapper boy. His code name will be Mr. Rapper Boy, because, like, that's it. Like, he's the only rapper I've ever talked to. Mr. Rapper Boy, I see him maybe, like, 12 in the morning, and he has his arm around another girl. And then one of my friends pulls me aside.
Wait, had you been talking to him for a while?
It was, like, a month. It wasn't that deep. It really wasn't that deep. It was, like, a month long. Long story short, my friend pulls me aside, and she's like, hey, I just want you to know, like, I saw on the bus you were with Mr. Rapper Boy. I want you to know that Mr. Rapper Boy's real girlfriend is here. And I'm like, real girlfriend? What? And she's like, yeah, like, he has a real girlfriend. Her name is blah, blah, blah. She's over there, and they're together. So, like, I just, like, want you to know. I don't want you to get hurt. So at that point, I'm just like, well, what am I going to do? Beg for him? No, hell no. So I'm, like, drunk. I'm 18. I'm in Vegas. It's not like I can go and leave and go to a club. The only thing I know about going on in Vegas is this event. So I stay at this event, and I go in the corner, and I find a piano. And I set my phone up on Snapchat, and I start playing the piano and singing, just, like, improvising, singing some songs. And I can find them on my phone, but, like, I don't think you want me to. So then the whole rest of the night, I end up finding out that not only was he with his real girlfriend, but he was also sleeping with the girl that I was sharing the hotel room with. And the girl who I was sharing the hotel room with, I was talking about him, Mr. Rapper Boy, to all night. And she never was like, yeah, I used to sleep with him.
So wait, then how did you find out?
That she slept with him? Because some other girl told me. Yeah.
Wow.
Lots of tea, lots of drama about it.
I thought you were going to say that he was in your room.
I ended up, like, getting in an Uber later on that night. And I start crying in the Uber. And the Uber driver's like, are you okay? And I'm like, no, I just found out Mr. Rapper Boy has another girlfriend.
Okay, but how many times have you been in that exact same position?
That's a lot. And he also was fucking the girl that I'm sharing the hotel room with. And Mr. Uber driver's like, you want to go to Cane's? And I'm like, yeah. So we went to Raising Cane's.
Is that open late?
Open late in Las Vegas. So we went to Raising Cane's, and then my Valentine's Day was improved. But that was my worst Valentine's Day ever. Story time. Yeah. When did we get to that? Like, as a society? Dating, talking, friends with benefits, exclusive.
Let me tell you, my grandma married when she was 16. And I have never seen one, a more loyal woman, but two, a simple life. Things just get complicated, complicator, and complicatest. My dad was 21 when he met my mom. My grandma was 12 when she met her husband. So there's 3 characters in this story that I'm about to tell. There's my grandma, there's my grandpa, and there's my grandma's best friend. And my grandpa and my grandma's best friend were cousins. Basically, there could be some ancestral shit.
No, there's no incest.
Then where were you getting with that?
Oh, I'm not explaining the story.
No, not at all. I need wine.
Okay. My grandma and my grandpa were family friends growing up.
Okay.
And my grandpa was like 6 years older than her and would bring like his girlfriends from college to Christmas or to Hanukkah and stuff.
I'm following.
And my grandma and her best friend, who was related to my grandpa, they would like meet the girlfriends and fuck with the girlfriends. So let's say the girlfriend was staying with them for Hanukkah. All 3 of them would share a bed. If it was 2 twin beds pushed together, they'd split the bed in half so that like in the morning she would like fall and like wake up. And anyways, eventually, yes, my grandpa is the only man my grandma ever kissed.
Same.
That's crazy. You guys are gonna see throughout like the duration of this podcast, the code names for these men are gonna be like short white boy, shorter white boy.
Said every one of Sammy's boys.
I don't know what it is, like 5, 6 men.
Did I forget to mention that all of them are named with her name? I don't know what that tells you about Sammy.
Stop it.
But all of them are Sam. Or Sammy.
Or Sammy.
Or Samuel.
Or Samuel.
Self-obsessiveness.
I'm not a narcissist.
Said who?
Said me. I know I'm not a narcissist. I'm gonna change my Instagram bio to not a narcissist.
I think you should just do, I support unnarcissism. Unnarcissism rights. Dude, I saw a video the other day. It was like, I support pillow rights. And he went, like, I don't even know why I watched for 3 minutes. But it was, he likes to take naps. So he supports pillow. I was like, that's great.
What else do we care about the rights of? Who deserves rights that doesn't have rights right now? Let's be so honest. Pigeons. New York, full of them. Honestly, why aren't we talking about the majority of the population? In New York, pigeons are probably like the majority of the population out there.
They're not.
Okay. Pigeons don't deserve rights. Okay, who do you think deserves rights that doesn't have any rights right now? Not even who, what?
Spatial real estate. Something that's been in buzzwords, but hasn't really like been clearly defined. There's been no regulation.
Okay.
And I'm also so talking out of my ass because I know that there's like a international regulation, blah, blah, blah. Did you know that you could buy a piece of land in the virtual world of Earth?
Really? I don't think I can because I can barely afford my own bed.
If you added a letter into buy, you get Brie, which is the name that Sammy wanted to go by sophomore year of college, even though I'm Brie.
Oh, well, I've gone through many different phases of life where I wanted to be called Brie. And I've had 3 different best friends all named Brie.
I think it's a stinky cheese.
It is a stinky cheese.
It is. I don't even like Brie cheese, and my name's Brie.
She always says that. Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Brie, like the cheese.
I say that when I'm drunk.
What do I say when I introduce myself to people?
God, I don't know. I'm not there when you introduce yourself to people. If I'm next to you, we're dancing.
True. When I introduce myself to people, I'm like, hi, nice to meet you. I'm Sammy, like Sammy Sweetheart. Because I'm from the Jersey Shore, so it makes sense.
I don't know anything about the Jersey Shore.
Yeah. Me neither. It was kind of before our time.
Besides cheetah print and those poof things and Snoopy. And
Snooki. Snoopy was that white motherfucker, like that white fucking dog cartoon motherfucker, yeah.
No, that's Scooby.
No, that's the dog. That's brown and black. That's the dog
character.
No, but there's Snoopy. There's Snoopy, there's Scooby, and there's Snooki, and they're all different animated characters, except Snooki isn't actually an animated character. She's a physical, in real life animated character.
I didn't watch cartoons.
Or the Jersey Shore, apparently. Are you drunk?
No.
I'm drunk. What was your worst Valentine's Day?
I'll tell you, but in 15 minutes, we should go to In-N-Out. It closes at 1 a.m., so we only have 10 minutes. We should make it. We could definitely make it. In the past 4 years, I'm a lot less daring than I used to be and impulsive. And honestly, life was better when I was more impulsive.
Life was so much fucking better when I was impulsive. I'm
exactly.
So boring.
Okay, we're going to In-N-Out.
Okay, fuck it.
Fuck it.
Wait, no, we should film the podcast.
We are while we go. Sammy, what do you envision? I told you the wine didn't go down well. What do you envision?
What do you envision? Not you throwing up in the fucking elevator.
I'm not throwing up, it's burping.
Oh my god.
But running and belly shaking isn't going well either. I could puke.
Don't puke.
Did I mention the wine did not go down well?
You've mentioned that multiple times, Brianna.
Okay.
So we're currently in Westwood at UCLA. We're running to the In-N-Out.
I'm gonna get you a hamburger in case I make it before you.
Brianna, you're going the wrong way. Oh my god.
Hey.
Hey.
Wait, I know you.
Yeah. We came at 12:59. But they still didn't take us.
Yeah, I can't. Like, I'm so sorry.
Do you think if we hopped in one of these cars?
You could, because I haven't, like, stored the order.
We'll pay you like $5 extra. We just didn't get in time if we can make our order with you. So I'll
order, if that's the thing. If we order from him.
He'll put in an order.
You can talk to him.
Yeah, he already said yeah, but we have to be in a car. If not, that's okay. Thank you.
Tough loss.
Tough loss.
Tried our best. When
you try
your best and you don't succeed.
Wow, she has a much positiver attitude.
Stop it! Go order your food. Okay. I will continue the podcast at home. At least you got your burger.
At least I got a burger.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's really good.
Holy fuck.
I know. That's a Valentine's Day.
What was your worst Valentine's Day experience?
Okay, my worst Valentine's Day. Sammy, I'll hold on memory. Like, that.
You've never had a bad Valentine's Day?
I probably have, but I don't remember it, nor do I fixate on the bad. But I will tell you that it's always my dad's birthday, and I have...
His birthday's the 14th?
He's a Valentine's Day baby.
Okay.
He also... excuse me. Fun fact...
Get a fun fact, go for it.
Fun fact about my dad, he was the heaviest baby that the hospital have ever seen, and he broke a record. He was 14 pounds on February 14th.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. I have one distinct memory that, like, my parents hadn't been sleeping in the same room for a while, and it was Valentine's Day, which is his birthday. But I woke up in the morning and I came down to 2 Valentine's Day baskets. One was for my mom, one was for me. It's like a big version and a small version. And he got us both like clothes and shoes and flowers and like note cards or whatever. And it's just like, my mom is very non-girly. But to see her reaction being, one, surprised. And honestly, my dad was that person, so he did it often. But I think that's why, you know, the relationship going on and on is because both of them had these little things that they would do. Because it matters a lot what you do for a loved person, and little things like that matter a lot. And for example, I just got broken up with 3 days ago, but there's this like huge bouquet of flowers like right in front of us.
Did he get you that?
Yeah, and it came literally like an hour before I left for years. You think you have so many issues with someone, but you can hold on to those little things for the life of you, and it makes life feel worth it. Wow, that was sappy. I'm sorry. Anyways, it's my dad's birthday, and I'm making TikToks for him and logos for his birthday gift.
Oh, that's sweet. This podcast episode was all over the fucking place. Long story short, it's Valentine's Day. We're alone. We're drunk. We're eating a hamburger in Brianna's apartment now because I locked myself out of our apartment. This episode was supposed to be way longer and way better, and I was supposed to ask her deep details about the fact that she owns an AI company and is like extremely smart and extremely talented.
Get into that.
We got too carried away with getting the hamburger, and now my camera's about to die.
She really forgot the part where she just dished me for 10 minutes to talk to this really cute guy.
Shut up! I'm on the side of the road. I guess we'll just have to wait till the next podcast episode to get really into the deep stuff with Brie, but
I'll tell you some real shit.
thanks for listening to our funny Valentine's Day stuff.
Sammy, I'm not done. We're gonna go until this dies.
It's gonna die soon. Should we do an outro real quick, just in case? Thank you so much for listening to the first episode of this podcast. I'm sorry it was cut a little bit short. I really appreciate you listening. Make sure to tune in next